Hey there, Lysa Allman-Baldwin here, and I wanted to take a moment to speak to you about your inner child, that little boy, little girl, that little person that we as grown-ups have kind of forgotten about. We've put them away on the shelf like we used to do our stuffed animals when we grew up, and like we don't need them anymore. And I remember a time in my life when I was really struggling. I was in therapy. There was all kind of things going on. I was definitely sliding on a downhill trajectory. And the therapist that I was working with, she was trying to help me get in touch with my inner child and to talk to that inner child about the ways that I, as my bigger, older, wiser self, could support her. You know, we get so caught up in the stories of our childhood and things that people said to us, and maybe the people around us, or maybe even the people who raised us, you know, they were doing their best, but maybe they talked us down, or at school we're bullied, and these things, they go in your system, and even though you've grown past that age and you're an adult and you may have even gone through therapy or inner work before, those things, still little pieces are in there. And so when something comes up or somebody says something or something happens in your life, we go back into that little boy, that little girl, that little child that's so hurt and so angry and so misunderstood. So she helped me by trying a few different things of talking to her and saying, hey, Lysa, little Lysa, those things that other people are saying about you, it's really not about you. It's about how they're feeling about themselves at the times. I'm here to support you. I'm here to love you, even when it seems like nobody else does. I've got your back, little Lysa. So you don't have to worry. Don't carry these things on forward and forward and forward into our lives as adults, because they're not serving us any longer. So one of the things that she had me do was she asked me if I had a stuffed animal, thinking that holding and talking to one might help me kind of more tap into that. And right away, I wanted to dismiss that because I thought, well, what would it look like at my age holding and talking to a stuffed animal? But see, that's that old self-talking. Why am I worried about who might see? I mean, I'm going to be doing it at home. Who would see it anyway, right? But it worked. I took out this stuffed animal that someone had given me when one of my kids was little, and it was hard. I cried in the beginning because I realized I hadn't talked to my little girl in decades. I had put her up on the shelf with the stuffed animal, but I kept at it, and those conversations started getting easier. And the whole point was I didn't really need the stuffed animal to talk to. That was a way for me to get started. What I needed to do is talk to Lysa. My little girl is still in there. Your little boy, your little person, however you identify yourself, is still in there. They're always going to be there. So just take some time to talk to them. Even when things are going great, share your experiences. Tell your little person how proud you are of them and how successful they're being at moving forward in their life. So that is my little tip for you today. I hope this was helpful. Your little child is waiting for you. Go get them.